Hi, I'm Arthur.
I'm kidding.
You're watching the Bueno Power. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bueno Power Vlog. And on this episode, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different just for the fact that I wanted to share sort of some of the progress. This is, I guess you can call this a progress report of some sort, but I'm not really calling it that. It's more of a demo listening party. And I'm actually kind of excited about this because I get to share little snippets of my work with you guys. And I have been kind of doing this thing for quite a while. And it's been kind of nice to be able to work on a project that I can actually, you know, uh, follow through with. So this is one of the projects I'm doing, and if you can see on my left here, this is the Lst Lvs self-titled. Oh, I don't know if it's a self-titled album, I'm gonna call it, or whatever. But this is my project album I've been working on since the first of this year, and so to kind of give you guys some insight on the project, I have talked about this project since the beginning of this year. I know I have talked about it on the progress report videos that I had done previously, but just to kind of reiterate what is going on with this project and what this project is about. It's sort of a project that I've been wanting to do for years and have never got a chance to do it until I found the resources, the motivation, and a couple of failed attempts on how I would approach this project. So it's two things, right? It's both music and photography, things that I learned as a kid, and things I've learned while going to school. Music being that I learned by friends and family. I learned it from the streets, and photography I learned in school. So this is kind of an exciting moment for me, not just because I get to share this work with you guys, to sort of give you little snippets of the body work that I have, but it tells me of how far, it shows me how far I've gone from the start of this year till now, and about a couple of months left until I finish this album, and then I will be doing some tweaking of the songs, and then I'm going to see if I can have some session players play some of the instruments for me here. So this is all rough drafts, but I try to complete as much as I can for this year, and hopefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to release this album next year, late next year maybe, and have it packaged properly. This is a full project, and I have not done anything like this before, so it's pretty exciting. So to kind of, again, give a little bit of insight about the project, yes, this is my photo music mashup project. And so the concept is to write a song each month, and to also photograph Instax black and white images each month. Each month, I only have one pack of Instax black and white film I could use. And if there's anything that's left over, I can use that leftover for the next month. Just for the fact that this type of film gets expensive. This is not cheap at all. This whole production is not going to be cheap. So this is going to be a huge thing for me to process. Now, with this, each month I try to do my best to use my feelings, my experiences, my feelings, how I approach the month. And during that month, I tried to conjure up an idea of how I want to write a song. And with the pictures, I try to just be in the moment and photograph the images. Excuse me. So most of the time, I am trying to feel out how I interact with my environment, with how I interact with people, just all these sorts of things. The world is really the place that I'm living in now, and the places that I go, and the people that I meet. I try to use those experiences, try to be aware of how I feel, and try to channel that with the photographs that I take and the music that I make. So each month is a song. It's labeled January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and so on, whatever. And each month I try to take as much Instax pictures as I can with the limited amount of film that I limited myself with. So so this is a couple of snippets of the music that I am going to be showcasing, and it's going to be kind of exciting because this is the first preview to my production as a solo artist, a solo musician, writing all these lines. I did all the production when it comes to drums, bass, guitar, and keyboards. And later on, I'll probably be adding some horns, some saxophones, trumpets, you name it. I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible, and maybe someday I can actually play this live. So let's actually listen to the first song. This is called January. All right, let's go and just see if we can get this going here. All right, here we go. Yep. So that one was January, and that one, I was pretty influenced by Miles Davis's album, the very first song of that album, Bitches Brew. And that sort of got me to kind of conjure up, I guess, that type of song, that composition. And it's definitely jazz influence, especially for that specific song in that album. I was definitely influenced to write that song. So let's go to the next one. This is February. Let me go and put this here. Oh. Make sure I got. Okay, here we go. All right, so that one was February. That song definitely was influenced by Toe, and I don't remember. I mean, in February it was a pretty rough time for me, especially what I've been through since last year and all the shit that had happened to me. That song actually came out of me and really kind of made me feel. I felt freed from that feeling after writing that song and realizing how where the direction of my music was going to when I wrote that, and it definitely was emotive. Even since the first song, I started realizing how emotive this album was going to be in the writing process. So let's go and take a look for the third song, March. Let's see. Okay. Man, this is so nice, like hearing this shit again. It only gets better while the song continues on, and damn, you know what I mean. So that one, obviously, again with sort of the emotive track that I'm going towards. It's I learned to sort of embrace that just for the fact that that's all I know. You know what I mean? That's all I know. Musically, that's all I know. I know how to make really tap into that emotive structure. And it really started when I played in Marathon back when me and Trevor were playing music together, and then it went into Elmo Marconi. But I really loved that emotive side that's been coming out, and that song was actually influenced by Hiyori. She's a K-pop star in in Korea, and she used to be in this girl group called Finkel. She had this solo record that came out last year, and it was sort of a response to that. I don't know what song it was called. I think it was called Black. I'm not sure, but I remember Jen had played that, and I was like, dude, I really like that. I really like the beat, and it prompted me to kind of write something like that. So let's go into the next song. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, that song is actually kind of short, so I'm not gonna continue on with it because you're about to listen to the whole thing. So that one was April. April was a time where I really got fed up with feeling sad, I guess, and I wanted to play something a little bit more aggressive. And I think Tiger's Jaw. I was listening to one of the records in Tiger's Jaw. It just had me to want to play something like that, and especially their new record, Spin. It's a lot more alternative, very much singer-songwriter, not as much punk influence there. Still has that indie feel, but when Adam McElwee left to do his solo project, I don't even remember what the fuck that shit's called. Um, Jesus, you can find it in Run for Cover Records. But when he left, and it was only Brianna and Ben now writing the music, they sort of took on a new approach, a new style, and it almost sounds like Fleetwood Mac in that sense. There's one of those songs that I think I was seeing like some live show on YouTube, and when they played live, it's just like, damn, like I want that sound. So that was definitely one of the influences, and I guess personally it started where I kind of was trying to. I was just fed up with the weather, and I wanted to like see some sunshine. And so yeah, so here's the next one. This is May. Let's see if we can get this. Here we go. Man, I should do another beat like this. Okay, that was that was May. So the month of May is definitely interesting for me, just for the fact that I have a lot of a lot of memories that had happened for that month, and I was listening to a lot of chill hop stuff. If you ever go to their YouTube channel, uh, like that, like live, lo-fi hip hop channel, like Steezy as fuck as well. Inner Ocean Records, shout out to Inner Ocean Records. These people, Dominic Pierce, Idealism, these folks are essentially one of my biggest influences towards this project, just for the fact that I embrace their beats, their smooth jazz and lo-fi sounding beats. Like production is very low quality, but there's just such a charm to it that I can't stray away from. And I love it instrumental. I don't like it when it has any kind of vocals on there, unless you're, I don't know, Nujabes, because Nujabes, his stuff was pretty lo-fi in that way, and his production wasn't like really huge. It was just really just old school, analog, warm, tone sounding stuff, So big fan of the chill hop, big fan of lo-fi hip hop instrumentals. Shout out to Dominic Pierce, Idealism, Nemano. Oh man, I can just there's so many like great like hip hop artists, or at least lo-fi hip hop production artists out there that you guys gotta check out. But that was definitely influenced. So let's go to the next song. This is June. Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spoil it for you on that one. That specific song, I don't know, maybe because I was playing a lot of Street Fighter, or but I had this melody in my head, and I've been wanting to write it for a long time, and I think when June hit, that's when I actually realized, like, yeah, it's time. It's time to actually write this melody. And so I decided to do that. And, the composition, it was, I think it still needs a little bit of tweaks, but yeah, I love that song quite a bit. It's a really fun song to play. I got really influenced by um, who was it that did this? There was a specific song. I think it was Special Others that wrote something along the lines that was like really jam band kind of like style, and I used to listen to a lot of Fish. I don't know why I'm admitting that, but there's one specific song called Mike's Song that it was so cool when they played it. With Trey Anastasio is one of my favorite guitarists, and he can play like some really beautiful, emotive like solos, and that was one of my biggest things about Trey, that I stuck by him after all these years. And I don't really look at his stuff as much, but I really do like how he composes on the guitar, and he is definitely a great guitarist, very underrated, in my opinion. And yeah, this is definitely an ode to, like, like bands that do a little bit more jammier kind of stuff. But yeah, let's go to the next song. Oop. Already spoiled that part. All right. So that was July, and it's the summertime, and I was listening again. There's a lot of K-pop influence I've had over these last 9 months, and there's just been an extraordinary amount of music coming out of Korea that is just so mind-bogglingly good, man. And I was listening to Yubin from the Wonder Girls. She has this one song called Lady. And I don't know what prompted me to write something like this, but I don't know if it was that song in particular. Maybe just the feeling of it by that kind of like degree. I was also influenced by a friend who wrote a song something like this like years ago. And I remember that melody in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do a spin off of that melody. And all I could think about when I wrote this song is that I'm with my girl, with my friends. We're driving at night in Cali, and just watching the stars as we just drive down the one. Know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of the intention, like the thought that I had writing the song. And there may be some other feelings attached to it, but goddamn, like I had so much fun, the month of July, and it was more of a happier tune for me. And so, yeah, let's go to the next one. And this is a lot of fun, dude. I love doing this shit. I'll probably share some more stuff too today. Let's see, get that. God damn, man, that song was so fun to make too. Again, this is the summertime, and summer is here. It was just so nice to be able to kind of enjoy it for once. Especially in my situation, I was able to kind of, go through a really, really interesting summer, and to be able to have all the people that are in my life now. I guess it was sort of owed to that. I'm like having a great time. I'm like happy. I loved it. Yeah, I loved every minute of it, and it was certainly one of the best times of my life. And I think that's what sort of helped me to kind of write that song. So, yeah, yeah, definitely it was a dedication to what I've experienced and all that happy that I've was able to collect all those memories. So let's go to the last song that I have for this set of songs, because the month of October is not finished yet, as well as obviously November and December, and so I'll probably be playing those coming up. So stay tuned in the next like 4 months or something like that. So that was August. So we have September. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil that. um, and so yeah, September was certainly the song that this dedication again of summer, but it's ending. The ending of summer, and it's certainly a moment for me that I realized was really important, and to be able to kind of remember like what I dealt with, and what helped me to kind of enjoy and I don't know what I'm saying. I guess is that like September was a great month to say goodbye. Goodbye, like 2018 summer. And that song, I don't know if it in my mind I was feeling that way, but that was my experience, just hearing that in my head and sort of creating that relationship of how I felt towards that ending. And it was a beautiful ending. I got to see a band, a J-pop band, J-rock band called Scandal. So many good K-pop releases was going on. So many punk like releases, very emotive releases going on. Sean Leary's band L released their self-titled album. I mean, everything was coming around. It was just this beautiful surge of music, and I don't know what it is. It's like around August, September is when like people want to release their shit. It's crazy. And September is something to remember. I'll tell you that. And I turned 33, and I'm healthy and happy, I think. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's basically it. That was the conclusion of all those songs that well, not really conclusion, but that is basically all the songs I've written over the last 9 months. And you got to remember that these songs are just rough drafts. They may sound kind of completed through all what you saw, but um, certainly the songs are still on its early stages. The songs are in their early stages. There's a lot that needs to be deconstructed and added in and all that. And so my plan for this project is to um, finish doing the recording, finish all the photographs, start doing the scans and stuff, and blog them. Because this is a yearly project for the Instax. And I forgot what I named the Instax project. Let me go and check. I'm so bad. I really am, because I've done so many projects. It's just so stupid. I probably know what it is too. Quiet Dreams. God damn. Why did I not remember that? And the idea of naming the Instax project Quiet Dreams is really, I have this thing where I don't dream when I sleep, and I usually dream during the daytime. And I believe that the reason why I don't have dreams at night is because I'm living my dreams in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't know if that has anything to do with if I have some sort of mental condition or something. I have no clue. But it's something that I sort of embraced, and it's allowed me to kind of understand my personality, how I approach things, my mannerisms, how I speak to people, my approach on creativity. It's all a process, man. It's crazy how insane this project has become since I've started. And yeah, it's cool. It's really it's really cool, man. It's really, really cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me actually end this vlog with a couple of more songs. Let me do one that's not even finished yet. And I think this is kind of this is going to be fun. This one was supposed to be a collaboration with a friend of mine in Fresno, but he never got back to me, and I don't know what he's doing, but he's probably busy with life. I can't really say much about that. Let me go and actually put. There we go. it just goes on and on from there. So, I don't know if I should have if I shouldn't have had shown that, but or played that, but whatever. You know what I mean? I wrote that song in hopes of seeing if my collaborator will follow through, and he hasn't been around, so that's okay. It's you got to do what you got to do, and whatnot. But yeah, that I think I'm gonna just finish there because I have a little bit more music and I don't want to share it. So anyway, guys, thank you for sitting in on this little demo listening session, and it was a lot of fun. It's something that I'm kind of interested in doing. Maybe far off later when I have more music to kind of play and have you guys check out. So yeah, and if you guys like this video, go and hit that like button. If you want videos every Monday, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want notification of those Monday uploads, you also get notification of Friday uploads. Go ahead and hit that bell as well. And as always, thank you for watching the Bueno Power Vlog.